Hey guys, it's Carrie Ann from Everything Mom, and I know I was supposed to do these vlogs once a week, and I haven't been here for a while. And the plan was to come on and sort of tell you why I haven't been on because there's been some stuff going on. Um, but things sort of have happened this week that I thought I should come on and talk about that first. So basically, in our family, we've been going through some news. A family member who had died suddenly and just in circumstances that I think I'm just having a hard time to deal with. But this issue of grief, I found has been going hand in hand with a lot of guilt. And I'm not sure, it might just be me, it might be something that everybody goes through, but guilt in a number of ways. One is guilt about uh, feeling sad. If I talk to my family about it, or sort of explain something to another person and I feel sort of sad about it, I keep thinking this tragedy, although it affects my family because of who had passed away. It's not my immediate family. Like, it wasn't my husband who had passed away or one of my children who had passed away, which would be, I just can't even fathom the grief um, going through something like that. But I have this guilt that if I do feel sad, that it's sort of how could I feel sad when I don't really understand the grief that somebody else is going through? And I know that sounds sort of weird because, you know, grief, everybody has grief for different reasons. Um, but that's sort of one thing that's been going through me when feeling sad. The other aspects of grief have been when not feeling sad. So we're close to the holidays, and um, this is usually a time frame where we're decorating and watching movies, and the holidays are all about happiness and all of this excitement. And then there's this feeling, if we get caught up in that, remembering what's going on, or family members who are at the same time frame and can't experience the holidays to the same level because of what's going on. There's this, again, this whole sense of guilt that, oh, I shouldn't be feeling this way. I should be sad, or certainly not feeling, joy when somebody else in my family is feeling uncomprehensible heartache. So there's that aspect of it. And then when it comes to kids, my youngest daughter has a birthday. Her birthday is the day after the family funeral. So, again, like the holidays, birthdays for the kids, not so much for us, if you remember my vlog on my celebrating my birthday, but for the kids, birthdays are a huge thing. And so there's traditions we have with it and excitement around it. And I know I think my daughter's struggling with talking about her birthday and getting excited about her birthday because she knows there's this other thing that's going on that we're all having to work around. Um, that isn't a happy occasion, and she's sort of unsure if she should feel like happy about her birthday, which we're still maintaining, the traditions that we do for her birthday. But again, there's this whole sense of um, what is what you should be feeling, what you shouldn't be feeling, and and it's all sort of self-imposed. And I partly been sort of avoiding and denying and not talking to people about it. Maybe that's one reason why I'm dealing with these guilt issues, because I'm just not admitting that it's something that's happened, or just can't fathom that what's happened. The thought will be what happens after, and just trying to balance being respectful, I think, and still remembering, I guess the other side is being very, very grateful that we're not in that circumstances, or we're not in that circumstance, and look at the holiday and my daughter's birthday as a celebration of being here and being able to do that. I don't know. I don't have an answer really. This wasn't sort of to come on and say, this is how you should be. This is really what's been going on in our house. So that's sort of been what we've been doing this week. What we've been trying to handle this week. I'm just basically out there saying that grief does bring with it guilt in different ways, whether you're guilty about feeling sad and maybe you don't think you deserve it or warrant that level, guilty for not being sad. It seems it's a no-win situation, grief. But I'm curious if anybody else has gone through grief, or other people have gone through grief, if you've also felt sort of guilt, um, or how you deal with your kids when it comes to guilt and grief, because it's one thing, I think, as a parent or an adult to deal with it, and we may not necessarily deal with it in a healthy way, but it's a whole other aspect when you're dealing with your kids and helping them to handle the emotions that they may be feeling. And I hope to be back next week and I can tell you why I haven't been around, and what's been going on in the house as well. That's sort of been taking up a lot of my time. I'll get back to you hopefully next week on that piece. Thanks for joining in. Again, it's Carrie Ann from Everything Mom, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Bye.